今日こうなることが決まっていたのだ。
俺を忘れたわけではなかったようだな。
Hey guys, it's Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 times anime voice actors got replaced.
Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Congratulations.
For this list, we're going to be looking at the most impactful occasions where both Japanese and English voice actors were swapped out for their anime roles. Was there a VO exchange that we missed out on? Let us know in those comments below.
Oh, it's so cute, it's the best of all!
You'll see.
Oh, hi, Pikachu!
Pika.
Number 10, Norio Imamura. You've got to be careful what you post online, because it can always come back to bite you in a big way. Most notable for playing Emporio Ivankov in One Piece, it turns out that Imamura was also a huge tattoo enthusiast and took great pride in posting about the latest additions he had inked on his body to fans on his blog. Unfortunately, he might have gotten a bit too carried away when he apparently showed off everything below the waist. One indecent exposure charge later, and now Mitsuo Iwata is the one voicing Ivankov. Talk about the Emperor's new clothes. Number 9, the Sailor Moon cast. Almost. The revival of this shoujo superstar was immense. Sailor Moon Crystal not only offered a closer adaptation of the manga, but also a beautiful new aesthetic. There was also one other big difference, however. They replaced all of the Sailor Senshi along with Tuxedo Mask. This was a big deal to Japanese audiences, though we admire how they got incredible actors like Rina Sato to take over for the likes of Sailor Mars. The one exception to this change, oddly enough, was Sailor Moon herself, Kotono Mitsuishi. The studio obviously knew fans would crucify them if they didn't bring back the OG Moon Princess. Number 8, Kazunari Tanaka. While he had worked in the industry for a fair number of years, fans are most likely to recognize the voice talents of this actor from sports anime giant Haikyuu, in which he played everyone's favorite coach, Keishin Ukai. Tragically, Mr. Tanaka passed away back in 2016 due to an intracerebral hemorrhage. While his life may have been cut short, no one can say he didn't go out on a high note, since his final line also happened to be one of Haikyuu's most potent. Hisao Egawa has since taken over the role and done a fine job at carrying on the legacy of the character. Number 7, the Berserk cast.
I'll let you live so you can take a message to your master for me. Tell him the Black Swordsman has come.
Well, that's one way to wipe the slate clean. Both the Japanese and English cast for the original adaptation of this dark fantasy masterpiece have long been heralded for their performances, and yet future series seem to do all they could to swap them around. The Golden Age film trilogy completely did away with the Japanese cast, while the 2016 and 2017 sequel series hired new English voice actors.
I don't need a god who's only good for senseless adornment. A confession would be a waste of time for both of us.
Kaiji Tang, Stephen Cannon, and Callan Strassman are awesome, but one does not simply deny the chance of Mark DeRayson, Kevin T. Collins, and Carrie Keranen to reprise the roles of Guts, Griffith, and Casca.
You keep getting hurt. You keep spilling your blood because of me. For me. You fool!
Number 6, Veronica Taylor.
And I hereby declare to the Pokemon of the world,
I will be a Pokemon master.
She was the voice of our childhood, as Ash Ketchum, Miss Taylor enthralled our young nerdy minds for many years, from the Indigo League and beyond.
Take care of yourself. Goodbye, Butterfree. Be happy, old friend.
Alas, with the arrival of a new dubbing company and the apparent waning of Pokemon's popularity, she was eventually replaced by Sarah Natochenny. No offense to the latter, since she's carried the torch ever since and has been killing it. Still, it was a mighty shame to lose the original. We're just glad that all parties involved still have thriving careers in the anime scene.
You mean it? All right!
Number 5, the Evangelion cast.
But still, there's no way! I can't pilot that thing!
Damn it, Netflix. It's always one step forward with you and 3 steps back when it comes to anime. The news that Neon Genesis Evangelion would be made available for streaming on the platform had fans cheering, at least until word got around that the original cast had been replaced. Of course, not to throw shade at any of the new ones.
Explain? It's all too much. I cannot pilot this thing!
It's just that Spike Spencer, Amanda Wynn Lee, and Tiffany Grant are synonymous with their characters. So much so, they went all out with petitions to try and get themselves recast. They were that committed. Alas, Netflix didn't budge, but at the very least, Amazon brought them back for the final movie. Thanks, Amazon.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you all.
Number 4, Scott Freeman.
Can't believe those 2 idiots left me here.
Whether you knew him as Issei from School DxD or England from Hitalia, Freeman was making a name for himself in the more outrageous anime series, and seemed to have a bright career ahead of him.
And here's the best part, dudes. She asked me. Hey, stop whacking it and you'll find one too.
That is until he tossed it out the window and ended up in jail. What happened? Well, you might have to Google it because we can't really say on here. As a result, Funimation redistributed all of his roles. We're confident in saying Issei is in fantastic hands with the likes of Josh Greeley.
Somehow devil power fades in comparison to my mom and dad's ability to roll with the punches.
Number 3, Lee Mei Chang.
緊張するな。うまく質問できるかしら。
Remember people, nothing good ever comes from joining a cult. For fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, you might remember a certain side character named Kali Nagisa. For over 100 episodes, she was portrayed by then newcomer Lee Mei Chang, until she wasn't.
私も全身あるのみ。なんだから。いやー！
Turns out she had joined the Roma Sophie Association, an organization that did what all cults do and siphoned money from its devotees, while also allegedly dabbling in violence. What's crazy is that not only was Chang fired, but going forward, all content to do with magic was written out of 5D's post-Dark Signers arc. The irony that the character of Kali joined an evil cult within the show is not lost on us.
行きましょう、ジャック。 私たちの未来へ。
Number 2, Vic Mignogna.
I'm from the Revolutionary Army, and you can call me Sabo.
Now this is a messy one. Following accusations of sexual misconduct, along with a brutally divisive court of public opinion, the celebrated voice of Edward Elric ultimately ended up losing out in court, while Funimation chose to cut all ties and redistribute his ongoing roles. This included Sabo from One Piece and Broly from the Dragon Ball franchise, both of which have since been taken over by Johnny Young Bosch.
If I recall, your Straw Hat friend.
Older brother, actually. I know he can be quite a handful, but take it easy on the kid.
Given how this was all coming off the tail end of Broly's triumphant return to Dragon Ball Super, this was a particularly turbulent time. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Tatsuhisa Suzuki.
Mikey!
This is it, the big one. If you don't know his name, you certainly know his work. The man is the voice behind the likes of Anos Voldigod from Misfit of Demon King Academy, Draken from Tokyo Revengers, Makoto from Free, Oma from Kengan Ashura. He's even banned from the 7 Deadly Sins. Plus, he's married to the mega popular singer Lisa. Pretty great life, right? Well, not lately. Ever since news of his adultery made the rounds, Suzuki has taken hiatus from the entertainment industry at what was the peak of his career, which means all his roles have now been handed out to other actors. His career may never be the same.
殺したぐらいで俺が死ぬとでも思ったか
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.